Welcome to the Department for the Aging's training module on how DFTA evaluates proposals. In this module, we will discuss the various steps we take in the evaluation process. The proposal evaluation process is completed pursuant to New York City's Procurement Policy Board rules, which govern all of the city's procurement actions. All proposals received by DFTA will be reviewed to determine whether they are responsive or non-responsive per the requirements of the request for proposals. Proposals that are determined by DFTA to be non-responsive will be disqualified. The evaluation committee will review and rate each responsive proposal. Staff with history, knowledge, and experience in a particular program are asked to volunteer to be an evaluator on the proposal evaluation team to review and rate each responsive proposal. DFTA seeks assurance that the evaluations of all proposals received during the RFP process are completed in an unbiased and fair manner. To guarantee this, before any evaluation begins, each DFTA evaluator is asked to complete and sign a conflict of interest form, which is meant to safeguard the integrity of the process. All evaluators must complete a brief training where DFTA's Office of Procurement reiterates the rules regarding the evaluation process. A team of 3 evaluators is then assigned to review the proposals. If there are multiple catchment areas, DFTA may have more than one team evaluating. However, the same 3 evaluators will review one catchment area. The evaluators are given the RFP plus any addenda, if applicable, as well as all documents related to the proposal submission, except for the Doing Business data form, which contains sensitive information. Each section of the RFP has weighted criteria, and DFTA uses these weights during the evaluation process. The proposal evaluation review process requires team evaluators to read through the RFP before beginning their evaluations. Once the review of the RFP is completed, they would then look at each question in the structured proposal form, SPF, and the proposer's corresponding answer. Evaluators are looking for comprehensive answers on the SPF while simultaneously fully taking into consideration DFTA's expectations laid out in the RFP. Each evaluator evaluates proposals based on the information that is provided in the proposal, and they are not allowed to discuss any issues or questions with other evaluators. Additionally, evaluators will use the other supporting documents in conjunction with the SPF to ensure that each question was adequately addressed. For example, if there is a question about staffing on the SPF, evaluators may look at the answer provided, plus staff resumes and/or job descriptions, and the organizational chart. In this hypothetical scenario, points may be deducted if the answer on the SPF wasn't in line with the supporting documents or vice versa. Evaluators are also looking for original answers on the SPF. Many proposers will use the same wording in the RFP to answer the questions on the SPF, even though that wording or information does not fully communicate the proposer's vision for the program, nor completely provides the information requested in the RFP. After the first round of evaluations is completed, the Office of Procurement will reconvene the evaluation committee to discuss any concerns, questions that the committee may have had regarding each individual proposal. At this time, if there are concerns or questions, the Office of Procurement may facilitate communications between DFTA and the submitting entity. This part of the process also allows for interviews, site visits, presentations, and/or demonstrations as DFTA deems applicable and appropriate. When the discussions, interviews, presentations, demonstrations are completed, the evaluators will have the opportunity to rescore their evaluations if they deem necessary. Once the evaluations are finalized, awards will be made in accordance with the contract awards section of the RFP. This concludes the How DFTA Evaluates Proposals training module. DFTA hopes this training will be a useful tool for you as you pursue RFP submissions with the department. Thank you.